For more, let's chat to DA spokesperson, that's Mr. Solly Malatsi. He joins us on the line now. Good afternoon, Solly. Always a pleasure to chat to you on the SABC News Desk.
Good evening, Tshwane. I just need to make a correction. It's Solly Malatsi, not Malatsi.
Thank you, Solly. Can you tell us, can you please, all eyes on this much anticipated meeting this afternoon or this weekend, really. Can you talk us through the main issues on the agenda this weekend?
Well, the federal executive, as per tradition, met at our headquarters in Bruma on Saturday. The primary focus on the meeting was to lay the ground for the preparations for the policy conference that will be taking place in April, and obviously the early elective congress scheduled to take place in May. You will remember that both of these two outcomes were the result of a federal council resolution into the review report that was presented at Federal Council, which identified, amongst others, that the party needed to host a policy conference in order to provide and clear its policy positions on various issues as a result of some of the policy questions that arose or were raised by the public during the course of the 2019 elections, and further as a response to the developments that happens with the departures, obviously, of Musi Maimane and the resignation of Afro Trolip, which created vacancies into the leadership structures, into the higher leadership structure of the party, that after electing the interim leader in the form of John Steenhuisen, we needed to move towards the early Congress so that we can have a fully elected leadership that will then take the party into the 2021 local government elections and the 2024 national elections.
Solly, a lot of attention around Tshwane Mayor Stevens Mokgalapa. Is he featuring anywhere in your meeting this weekend?
Well, there was simply a decision taken to refer the issue you are raising regarding the Mayor of Tshwane for an inquiry. And that is what is at this stage the Federal Legal Commission, which is a body of the party that looks into investigations into possible encroachments on the DA constitution, deals with that.
Sorry, can you give us some reaction of your party to the loss of Ward 9 in Schweitzer-Reneke to the Freedom Front Plus?
Any loss of a by-election, particularly one that we had held, is a source of disappointment, and this one is no exception. The party did express its disappointment into that election performance. We are under no illusions that, given the difficult political year that we had in 2019, we have an opportunity throughout this year to work very hard to restore the confidence of voters, particularly those who had previously voted for us in the past, to restore their faith in the organization. And that is why we are moving with speed into making sure that we get to the policy conference where we'll have clear, detailed policy alternatives and pronouncement on where the party stands, from the economy, local government, to opportunities, to jobs, so that there can be no confusion or ambiguity when the DM makes pronouncement on policies.
I would like to garner some reaction to the Gokta MEC Lebogang Mayele's move to suspend two of your DA councillors, that Speaker, Johannesburg Speaker Vasco da Gama, and Tshwane Speaker Katleka Matebe, for breaching the code of conduct.
Well, we are preparing to take the MEC to court. We believe that he is fundamentally interpreting his powers and, as a result, abusing them as part of a power grab by the ANC to take over both Tshwane and Johannesburg, because nowhere in the legislation indicates that the MEC has unilateral powers to suspend a councillor to the extent that he does. There is a key missing link in his decision making, which he relies on, is that there has to be a council resolution, and there is court precedent to his effect. So we will be challenging that decision, and we will be invoking a personal and punitive cost so that he is financially liable for such costs associated with the case.
Your FedEx chairperson, Helen Ziller, has come under fire again recently for her controversial tweets around race and colonialism. Will she perhaps be using this meeting as a platform to explain some of those views more clearly?
Well, as I indicated, FedEx met yesterday. The discussion was primarily on the preparations that the organization needed to embark on to make sure that we engage all our structures. And in fact, there will be a rollout program to go to different provincial councils in February and March to get their input towards contributing to this policy conference. There was no discussion of individuals' tweets.
That was Solly Malatsi, DA spokesperson, national spokesperson, joining us on the line there from Johannesburg.